Guys, how you doing? I really hope you like my new ride, and I want to talk about anti-theft switch and how you can install it in your vehicle, no matter whether it's fuel injected or carbureted. Alright then, well, it occurred to me, who'll try to steal a motorcycle like this. But then I found this picture of Bajaj Dominar 400, lying around the banks of Yamuna, somewhere in Delhi. You can never be too careful. So, I decided to install an anti-theft switch. Of course, that's the first thing I did when I bought this motorcycle. So, I'm gonna show you how to do that by yourself, at home. Nothing fancy, no rocket science. All you need is this toggle switch. You can find it at any local electronics store, for 10 rupees only. You're gonna need some couple of wires and just an insulation tape. That's it. Alright then. First thing first, you might wanna keep this switch hidden somewhere, so that only you know the location. And of course, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna disclose the location of mine. And after this video, I'm gonna mount it somewhere else. So here it is, as you can see right here. This is the switch I've mounted over here. So what it does is it breaks the supply to the fuel pump, So whenever this switch is turned off, the bike's gonna keep on cranking, but the engine won't start. So let me just show you. Right now everything is normal. The engine's gonna start just normal. See that? So now I'm just gonna turn it off, and remember that the fuel pump won't spin this time, and the bike won't start no matter how many times you press the start button. Well, it's gonna start initially because the initial pressure is built up, so it's eventually gonna shut down. Yeah, see that? It won't start. So I did something similar with my mom's scooter as well. It's carbureted, and there's a CDI unit and an ignition coil. So I broke that circuit. I put a relay in between, and that relay is activated by the toggle switch. So let me show you real quick. So right now the toggle switch is turned off, and it won't start. See that? So let me just turn the toggle switch on. See that? So let me just show you what's inside. So as you can see that right there, this is the CDI unit, this right here, and that is the ignition coil right there, this one. So this is the wires that come from CDI unit and goes directly to ignition coil. So what I did was, as you can see, I broke this circuit, one of the blue wires, the blue wire, yeah, the blue one. I broke it and I put a relay in between, this one right here. This one is I'm using this for HID, and this relay is activated by the toggle switch. Let me show you. You can hear the noise when this relay is activated. Let me just hear that. So whenever this relay is turned off, scooter won't start because there's no firing inside the cylinder. So let's just get back to the bike. So I'm gonna show you. Let me just remove the fuel tank cover to better access this area. The fuel tank cover is out, and as you can see, there are 6 set of relays in RC390, but we are only interested in second number relay, or I don't know, they've written 5th number relay. I don't know why they're counting from left. So we are only interested in this one. Alright, there are 4 wires that are coming down from this relay, and you can break any one of 4 wires and you can just connect this switch in series. This is a typical SPST relay, which is, they're all SPST relays, single pole, single throw relays, and it's no rocket science. It's simple as that. Just nothing fancy. You just break any one of these 4 wires. As you can see, let me just grab that. As you can see right there are 4 wires. You can break any one of these 4 wires, and you connect this switch in series, in between those 2 wires, broken wires. So this is it. It's nothing fancy. So this is how it works. Let me just show you. So you can hear the noise from this relay. So when I turn it off, it won't start. Let me just see that. There's no noise from the fuel pump. On this job, you're gonna have to remove this bolt and these 2 bolts. What happens is that this rubber portion gets lifted up, and you can easily access these relays from downside. Like Right now it gets only stuck over here, because there are wires beneath them, they get stuck in each other. So when you remove this rubber portion, they're gonna be lifted up easily and you can do your job. So if you really don't understand this kind of mechanism, you can just go to any mechanic and ask him to like put a switch in between this relay, and he'll understand. He'll do the job for you. Every fuel injected vehicle, it's gonna have a fuel pump, and if your vehicle has a fuel pump, it's gonna have a fuel pump relay. It doesn't matter which bike it is, CBR 250, like there's Bajaj Yamaha, Pulsar 200 RS, RC 200, any bike, like they're gonna have a relay to activate the pump. So you can break any one of those 4 wires. So that's pretty much everything covers up. You need to know about the anti-theft switch. This 10 rupee switch can actually save your vehicle someday. As a friend of mine is a cop, and he told me that these thieves only have narrow window from 30 to 60-second window only. So in that period, if they are unable to figure out how to start your vehicle, chances are they're gonna leave it. Alright, and some people are gonna be too lazy to do this kind of method, because they're gonna be thinking, "Ooh, I have this helmet lock, I'm gonna just tie this around with my swing arm and my alloy." Well, I have tools, I can cut this thing in within a fraction of seconds, so it's not a big deal for these thieves to cut this kind of locks. Alright, so you might want to figure that out by yourself, whether you want this switch or you want to stick to this helmet lock. So like I said before, this 10 rupee switch, this can actually save your vehicle someday, so you might want to install it. And of course, for the sake of this video, I've disclosed the location of this switch, and right after this video I'm gonna mount it somewhere else. I hope I tried to explain everything I could, like in the simplest possible way. So if you guys have any doubts, feel free to comment below. I'll be happy to reply. That's pretty much everything you need to know about an anti-theft switch. I've done it in my car as well, so it's no rocket science, it's nothing fancy. Just break any one of those 4 wires under this relay, and you just connect those 2 broken wires with this switch, and you've got yourself an anti-theft switch. So I guess that's pretty much covers everything, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.